Forgot again. Good. Gosh, I think it's morning. No, it's afternoon. I don't know. I'm making all kinds of craziness. How is everyone on this Monday? Hang on, I got some hair issues happening. How is everyone on this Monday? For me, it has been a manic Monday. We have unanimously, for lack of a better way of putting it, I had him there a couple of months ago, but, you know, we weren't all on the same team. So we are doing that official potty training with training pants and real big boy underwear. He's doing great. It's just running me ragged. Like I said, I had him pretty close to doing that a couple of months ago, and we just couldn't quite get everybody on board to stay. So that's just kind of where we're at. Anyway, how is everyone? I've been playing a little bit with my concealer, changing up my concealer game just a little bit. Kind of did a vlog video that I may post later on. Don't know, haven't quite gotten it there. Hi David, hi Beth, how are you doing? I've lost, there it is. Because, I mean, it's just the truth, guys. I'm getting older. And as we get older and our skin ages, you have to switch up your makeup game because it's just what it is. And so what I've been doing is what I usually do, and take my eye primer and go under my eyes with my, or mix it with my concealer, or do it one. It depends on how well my brain's working that day. But I usually either mix it together or I'll put the eye primer on and then go back in with the concealer. And I've actually been going back in with a Scarlet or an Organza liquid touch mineral to just kind of soften that out, because I'm just going to tell you, I've used a lot of concealers in my life. Concealers are wonderful, but as you age, it's going to happen. I mean, you can do whatever to prevent the bulk of it happening, but it's going to happen. I mean, it's concealer. It's not a miracle worker. So, and what I've been doing is just kind of patting it under my eyes. And the best thing, I did not do this as well as I normally do it. The best thing to do is to plump this area up as much as you can. Hydrate, layer hydration. And by that I mean, you know, like I wash my face, I put just a little bit of cream underneath my eyes, allow that to absorb, come back a little bit later, then put more. But didn't get to do that this morning because we are potty training. And I have been grounded from pull-ups. And when I say that, it's a joke, because a few months ago, I wanted to be done with pull-ups and that other person didn't. So here we are now. Let's move forward. I've already primed my eyes. I've already primed my face, quite obviously. My dogs are outside. They may be freezing. Don't really care. It's an extra distraction. Little man is beside me. He's watching his iPad. And something may happen. So if it does, we'll just deal with it as it comes. I'm going to work out of this palette. It's one of the pressed shadow palettes that I put together myself, which that should scare you. Hi Pat, hi Doris, hi Lily. If you're just hopping on, please leave me a comment. I know I'm behind on thanking people, but I promise I'll get caught up. Throwing things at my grandson now. missing an eyeshadow. And I bet my daughter has it. Nope, there it is. Anyway, in the near future, I'm going to be taking all of my pressed powder, all my mineral pigments, and making them into pressed powders, just because, why not? It's not hard to do. I'll show you how. My thoughts are scattered this morning. I'm just really, it seems like more and more whenever I get on Facebook, and I don't mean this, just bear with me for a minute. It seems like there's more and more heartache and hurt and pain, and it just touches my heart so, and breaks my heart, because I've had loss, and I'm still grieving for loved ones, and it just, I don't know how many people that, as just scrolling down my feed, it just says, they've lost someone, or someone's missing, or something to that effect. And it's like, my goodness, we don't have time to gossip about each other or stir the pot or anything like that. We got work to do. We got people that need healing and help. We don't have time to be talking anybody down. Those people need lifted up. So that's going to kind of be, we're going to start doing makeup, or I'm going to get wound up. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of bittersweet. Just to lay down a base. Yes, including me. Thank you all for the support yesterday. Overall, I'm okay, even whenever I'm not, so to speak. But sometimes I have these nice little sneak attacks by whatever it is that has decided to attack my body. And yesterday I was just very, very disappointed. I hadn't really been anywhere in a while, and I certainly hadn't made it to church, and I was really excited to get to go. And, well, it didn't work out that way. And when I woke up, I just felt, it goes back to that talking about faith and feelings. I felt like a total failure, because I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do yesterday. And it's hard. There's so much stuff that I need to do and need to get done. And it's hard when you just can't do it. So, but anyway, that's not where we are today. We're going to do something different. We're going to start in with Fervent, which is this beautiful color. Go in with my crease brush, and just going to tap a little bit. And I'm going to take it above my crease. And you notice that I'm just using a little bit, because this is a pigmented color and it can be very dark. But I don't want it, I want it softer for transition shade. Thank you, Pat. It is called Fervent. It is in the pressed powders. It always reminds me, certain words key certain things in my brain, and it always reminds me of the verse in the Bible that talks about fervent prayer. And so it's a good thing for me. And I've gotten out of the habit of lifting my eyeshadow up for some reason, and I don't know why. But my little man is being so good. I'm so proud of him. just absolutely am. If you have grandchildren, it's okay to be proud of them. We're going to hop right next door into Crafty. And it is, these are matte shades. I'll put Crafty right across my lid. I forgot to turn off the TV, so if you hear Dinosaur Train, we'll just get educated about dinosaurs and do makeup at the same time. I'm just going to bounce over into Credulous. I love when my heat kicks on when I'm in the middle of doing a video. I usually turn it off during the day, but I haven't made it that far yet. I have my Ian. I've been told that's all I get, so I wouldn't mind having more, but I'll enjoy and be content with what I have. I'm going to go into Unsee. It's a little metallic shade. We used it the other day, or no, we didn't. We used a shade like it when I was playing, and it kind of was a train wreck on that particular look, but we're going to do it a different way today. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and put it right in the middle of that Crafty. I played yesterday and tried to do wings. Yeah, we've established two things. I can only get one side right. I'm going to take that right under my brow bone too, since it's lighter than what I thought it was going to be. I can only get one side right at a time, and I just have, my eyes are just I'm too old. So I just let it go there. I don't like the way they look on me. So my adventure in learning how to do them is pretty done. So find a blending brush real quick. This has been one of the best investments that I've made in a while. It is the Unique blending brush. It came out the same time the pressed powders did, in the fall, and I absolutely, when I first checked it out, I was like, it really can't be that much better than any of the brushes that I have. Because 2 years ago, I couldn't understand why people needed so many brushes. Now I can't understand why they don't have as many as I do. But anyway, hi. Is that an M? Right, very good. Anyway, hey, letters. He's my little super reader. We're going to go ahead and do some foundation. And I'm shaking this one a whole lot because it's almost empty. S. Very good. think they came a little bit too late to tell me that he wouldn't speak right. They just don't know who I know. And we're mixing a little bit of velour and suede. Wasn't sure how I was going to make this video come about, because, you know, with the whole potty training deal, but we're just doing it, so, you know, because it can be done. I drop the suede in the middle, and I have to kind of smoosh a little harder. I did buy another beauty blender, and I bought makeup sponges because it's helping with my concealer game, or my under eye game. I just kind of blotched my eyeshadow. I can fix it. If you're just hopping on, leave me a comment. Feel free to share my video. Say hi to me. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. This is kind of my look for the day, plus I kind of do makeup with a message. And I try to do it more than not. So even if you just hop on for a few minutes and have to go, just leave me a little hi, because once I close the video, it no longer tells me who's on, and I can't thank you. So, and it's important to me to thank you. I meant to do this before I started, and I got talking and completely forgot. I need to exfoliate my lips, and it might not happen. The man got a package Friday, and it came in a box. Well, the box automatically became Ian's toy. And since Ian's not in the box, the cat is now. And I just heard the cat had to check and see what was going on. Didn't know that was going to shake so much. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put a little lip exfoliator on. I meant to do this earlier. R. Very good. He might be still in the show. Good. Such a good job. Okay, while that's finishing, and let my lips dry a little bit. Do some brows because I kind of forgot. You all know me, I'm a creature of habit. Hi Amber, thanks for stopping by. And I'm just using a little bit of Moodstruck brow gel. I had an interesting conversation the other day with the gentleman who apparently has long, thick hair, and he was insistent that his hair was thicker than mine, and I was like, it's not really a contest. You have thick hair, great. Can I smoosh those up a little bit there? I thought it was kind of funny because it's like the things that people get crazy about on the internet, it's like, it really don't amount to a hill of beans. And I mean, that's just the gist of it. It don't amount to a hill of beans. Take a little eye primer. Put on my lips real quick. I don't always do that because I forget, but it does help your product stay on your lips longer. Let's see what I need to do. Little. Any change in my routine, you all know it kind of messes with my brain. So, yeah, here we are. And I washed my Epic brush the other day, like I told you to, about once a week, once every 2 weeks. Take your mascara wand, whether it's Unique or any other brand, but especially if you use like the 3D fibers, take your wand and run it under hot water. You clean the rest of your brushes. This is a tool just as much as everything else. And after you clean them and get all of the stuff off of the wand, the next time you use it, it's almost like opening a brand new tube because you get a better application. I generally wash and clean my brushes. I give them a quick clean after I use them. My daughter, not so much. Drives me bananas. And what she likes to do is toss hers in while I'm cleaning mine. So yesterday, we had a little tutorial on how to clean brushes. We called it bonding time. I called it thank you for unaching your brushes. Just a little side to side with my itty bitty lashes that are still, they're still coming, guys. I can't not be impressed because I don't use the Esteem Lash Serum daily like you're supposed to, and I'm still getting results. I'm getting better about it, but I still forget it sometimes. But yes, I like that. Epic is our one standalone tube. You can pair it with the 3D lashes if you want to. Use it as your base coat, and it automatically curls your lashes. So when you lay the fibers and the transplanting gel down on top of it, they just go whoosh, and yeah, it's amazing. We're not going to do that today. We might do that tomorrow. Today we're kind of like trying to be mindful of the task at hand. And so far he's being very good, so we're not gonna... Before I did my foundation, I did put a little bit of Pearly. luminizer over my face. Again, just playing, just see what happens. I mean, that's the fun of makeup. But I'm going to go in and warm my face up with a little bit of Sunset Bronzer. It's a little, hi Michelle, it's a little lighter shade than what I normally use. And you just kind of make, if you need a little guideline, contour, people have made contouring and highlighting so difficult, and it really isn't. If you're just going to go and make like a backwards E, you know, right here at the point of your ear. I don't bring mine very much further past the corner of my eye, and the reason why is because I'm 51. It's adjusting the makeup to suit. You know, I don't put blush on the apples of my cheeks anymore. I did years ago when I was 20. I'm not there anymore. So if you are watching someone else do makeup and they do their foundation or their contour or something like that, and they go further in, they're doing it right for their face. I can go in further if I want to. It just draws attention to things that I don't want a lot of attention drawn to, so I don't do it. But there are tips and tricks and stuff that make things look better. But in the grand scheme of everything, there are no rules to makeup. I'm looking for sweet. Sometimes I don't use something for a while and then I forget where I put it. I have a pressed powder somewhere. And have no idea. I have no idea where I put it. We're going to go in. Let me make sure that I'm going to, yeah. Make sure I have my little thoughts together. My daughter did my nails the other day. They're beautiful. They're so cute. But now I have that, I'm afraid to do anything because I don't want to mess them up going on. So I can't open stuff and, you know, do stuff that I normally do. At least not for a couple of days. And go in with Sophisticated. And what I'm going to do is what's known as draping. If you're an 80s lady, you know what I mean. It's basically contouring with blush. Except for I'm going to take it right above that bronzer that I used for just a little bit of contour. And all that is doing is defining the contour more. And again, I'm not bringing it very far in. If you want to, even if you're my age, if you want to, do it. I like doing it this way because I'm going to go in with Seductive, which is this one, and just soften that up a little bit and pull it back. And the reason why that I pull it back and pull it back up to here, and that's also where I put my highlighter. The reason why I do it that way is because it creates an illusion, for lack of a better way of putting it. When I pull everything together, there's something in there that's going to make that fall. Tweezers. All I need is for blush to fall in the toilet. That would be just absolutely wonderful. Need another brush. Go in with Sweet, which is the softest shade of blush other than getting into the metallics. And it's going to go right up there on top. And you'll see in just a minute when I blend this out, this is very pigmented. And every time I do it, I have to do this if I'm talking, because I forget. See, all that extra that I didn't need on my hands. I haven't used lip stains in a while, so I thought I would use one today. And just to remind you, you know, that lip products until the 31st, which is coming, guys, it is free shipping. If you're like me and you don't have a Cupid's bow, just make a little X. Kind of create that illusion. Takes about 10-20 seconds to dry. Once it does, you've got it for the bulk of the day. And it's a mineral stain. And one of the things that I like about it, I can't see the instructions, the alcohol content is not a whole lot. Hi there, Willeen, how are you today? Let's see, done that, done that, done that. Okay, are you done? One second. Honey, if you use two hands, it would help. You put the iPad down for just a minute. Yes, just a minute. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Told you something might happen. Yes, that's a definite blessing. Thank you. I bought these at Walmart. I have a bazillion pairs of glasses. About every other time I go to Walmart, I snag one or two of them because I'm forever losing them, and they're just readers. So I just snag them at Walmart. Trying to think. Oh, we could do a little luminizer on there, but we could do just a touch more for. I have a smaller brush that I use for luminizer or highlighting, and it's just because it's less product, easier to deal with. Now, if you do the little round thing on the end of your nose and you like it, do it. For me, I look like Rudolph, okay? I don't do it. We put a touch on there, touch on my chin, and then I take my highlighter and I go right in the same area, right, mix in with the blush, right on the top, and pull it up. Because what that does is it puts the light it pulls. What the point of luminizer highlighter is to pull the high points of your face and what you want forward, while contour and darker shades pull what you don't care so much for back. But it's, I mean, people have like made it oh so complicated, and it's not. Put another coat. be a conflict in my living room between Ian and the cats over the box. They'll figure it out. He wins. Always, always he wins. I'll give that a few seconds to dry. I need to do that work. One final blend. And I'm blending, and I'm using a softer tip brush so that it's not, I'm blending the product, but I'm not moving the skin. I'm moving the foundation and everything every which way crazy. Just getting no line of demarque, no harsh lines on my eyes. And if you know me, you know this is not the only time during the day that I blend my makeup out, because as the day goes on, I stop in the bathroom and it's like, oh, need to do that. It just is what it is. If you haven't gone and liked my business page, please do. That is my main page for networking, and the more people, the more of my friends that like it, the faster it builds up circulation, for lack of a better way of putting it, and it helps me to reach more people. And I forgot to line my eyes and go in with a found Prosper, and I normally use a black, but I have lately just absolutely found that I just love this. It's a dark brown shade, and I have found that it just, go in a tight line, that it just complements my eyes a little bit better. That tight line a little bit, and just a touch under my eye. Right about 3/4 of the way, right just along where I actually have lashes. And then I have bags, so I have to push them back in. I actually discussed my hair with my neurologist. It is not a factor in my headaches. Migraine is a disease. That's what I was told. The weight of it can affect my neck and can affect the tension headaches, but not. He told me that it wasn't, that he wouldn't recommend cutting my hair whenever it was long. But because I cut it short after Dad died, and I've just not been happy with it since. I just don't care for it short. I knew whenever I cut it that I was going to hate it, and yeah, I do. So, trying to think, it feels like I forgot something. Oh, yeah. We know what I forgot. Let me peek. Don't chew on that. No, no, no. I'm glad I looked at that. I'll go through and set everything real quick. Now, this setting powder does have a trampoline in it. No, when you get it, don't take it out. It helps. You dip your brush down in there, you get a little bit, tap off the excess, and you're good to go. It helps just to for you to apply the product more smooth, so you don't get cakey. And it's very easy to use. Now maybe when it gets close to being gone, hi Becky, how's my cousin today? That might be an option, but it's there for a reason and it works wonderfully. We've set everything. Have my lipstick on. Don't have, see, no kiss off. I did the front of my hand and you can't see it, so yeah. Goofy sometimes. Do have bittersweet on the back of my hand that I forgot to wipe off. I did that the other day and forgot to, because I always warm the cream shadow on the back of my hand, and I do a lot of my makeup warming it on the back of my hand, and sometimes I forget to get it, wash it completely off, so I get distracted. Yeah. Walk around with, I get out somewhere and have makeup on the back of my hand. But anyway, lip products, free shipping, kudos, 3 of these, free shipping until the 31st, until the end of the day. Actually, if you're in Kentucky or surrounding areas, it will be like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I think we're 3 hours ahead of Utah, so we have a little leeway. But that kudos will end. Hottie will go away. The Lash Duo and Trio are still kudos. You get one of those, you get your Hottie half off. You can order a single Hottie, but I'm just going to tell you, if you order 3, which is what you're going to want to do, you save like 20% and free shipping. So yeah, that's what you want to do. If you're just hopping on, thanks for joining me. It looks like I seen Jackie Hoskins hop on, my wonderful cousin. I don't think we couldn't have handpicked a better you. Hi Sherry, I love you, dear. Gonna use a little bit of Hottie. I've given my lip stain time to dry. That worked out better than I thought it would. I thought it might break it down, but it didn't. My wand is the same color as it was. Pretty cool. I even wiped it on the rag. It's the same color. Yay. Love my lip stains. Haven't used them in a while. They've been, since I am still transitioning the office back, sort of. I'm still looking for a twin bed. I mean, that's just, I need a twin bed for that room. And I haven't located one yet, and to be honest with you, I'm tired of looking secondhand, so we're just going to go buy one and be done. Everything that I've looked at secondhand has just not been what I want. We'll leave that there. But anyway, if I had to share a thought with you today, it would have to be, yesterday, I woke up yesterday morning, and Saturday night I had just tremendous pain, and I don't know what the cause is. I don't know that they'll ever figure it out, or that they'll ever be able to fix me. And when you wake up that next morning, and I hurt so bad during the night that my muscles in my arms and stuff were sore the next day, and I was still hurting the next day. And it was that, really, are you kidding me? You know, just, I'm 51. This isn't supposed to be my life. And we talk about watering dead plants, and we've talked about that a whole lot. And whenever I made my post yesterday, it was for a dual purpose. I told you that I would be transparent with you whenever I'm having a bad day, or whenever I'm needing some help. And you guys came through for me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you just liked the post, I literally was at that point. My feelings, I could have just curled up in a ball and cried. There's just so much that, you know, this time of year brings a lot of memories. Some of them are not the best, and some of them are things that I can't do anymore. You know, Halloween is the anniversary of my Aunt Corey's death. I can't go to her house anymore. So, you know, it does cause sadness, but at the same time, when I made my post, and you know, the last part of it was, I said, left foot forward, it will be okay. That was my faith talking. My feelings were wanting to curl up in a ball. My faith said, we ain't doing this. And like I said, I appreciate all of you that reached out to me, because that was a moment of my transparency with you guys, because you're my friends and you support me. And I want to let you know that I support you in return. And you helped me to not stay in that frame of mind of focusing on my feelings. It kind of made the pity party stop, because there were so many people just jumping on my feed saying, hey, we love you, or hey, prayers, or something like that. It made a huge difference, and I appreciate you all so much for that. Because at the end of the day, my faith wins over my feelings, no matter what the situation is. But I still have those feelings. So, and we talked about that before, you know, emotions and all that good stuff. So thank you all for, and I'll do the same thing for you, because you did it for me. We're going to wrap this up. I'm not sure how long we've been on here. Little man has left me. He's in the living room watching something on KET, sitting in the box most likely. This is my look of the day. Everything came out of, put the palette away, came out of my little press shadows, purple and purples. And I used, I need shelves so bad. I bought makeup holders. Yeah. And I used Antsy. I love that I can see the names. When you get these, they come with a sticker that you put on your palette, so that when you run out, you just get a new one. I'm going to end up, I can tell you right now, I'm going to end up getting a Z palette and smacking them all in there, because, yeah, it's too much to deal with. My brain can't think of what's in what palette. So, but anyway, remember that your faith can be way stronger than your feelings, and when all else fails, your faith will stand. That little bitty tiny mustard seed is all you need. And remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I love you. I thank you for your support. I am the mayor's daughter. I thank you so, so very much for stopping by. Please share my video. Hashtag share it if you do. Hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. If you don't see the red live up in the top, I'm not live anymore, so I'll come back and catch your comments after the fact. But please leave me a hi, a hello, or something. You know, tell me I got uneven eyebrows. I don't care. Just tell me something so I can say hi back to you, because you're spending your time with me, and I appreciate it. So I do wish you a good day. Last time, I am the mayor's daughter. We're out of here. I'll see you. Bye.